is the Abol Bridge Camp Store. Ice cream on the side there. There's the store. And here's the restaurant. There's a full moon. Penobscot River below. On our way to the Birches campsite, signed up at the Ranger Kiosk. Beautiful day for hiking. A little chilly, but 9 miles. Right? 9 miles, is it?
Yeah.
9 miles to the campground. It should be easy hiking. Got some water crossings though. Looking at wet feet today, but maybe things will dry out by tomorrow. We'll see. So I had to stop to get a stone out of my shoe. So those guys are ahead of me now. So I thought I'd just take a moment to bring you up to speed a little bit on what happened yesterday. So yesterday, our plan was to get to the Abol Bridge campground, hopefully get a tent site or a bunkhouse, get dinner, eat there and get some snacks for Sunday for when we summit Katahdin. That's tomorrow. And then get a good night's sleep, get up early, leave at 5:30 and get to the kiosk. Well, everything worked out great. They had bunkhouses available. We rented a bunkhouse, not cheap, it was $42 each. It's $80 for the first 2 people plus taxes. And then for each additional person, it's like $37 plus taxes. So it worked out to $42 per person to sleep in a bunkhouse. It was just a little tiny room, little tiny cabin, like tiny, with 3 bunk beds. No running water, no electricity, no nothing. It's just a room, a little tiny log cabin like thing with windows and 3 bunk beds. That's it. No frills at all. So expensive, but we got hot showers. We did our laundry. So everything I have mostly is clean and dry, at least until I have to do the water crossings today. Then my shoes will get wet again, and as will my socks. But we got good meals yesterday. I ate too much food. Oh, we had lunch at like 3 o'clock, and then we had dinner again at 5 o'clock. So I had like a total of 3 beers. By the way, shout out to the Dax. Thank you, Dax, for buying me the beers. I had a Baxter IPA, and then I had a Allagash White, and then I had some kind of a Pilsner. I can't remember the name of it, but I had 2 at lunch and 1 at dinner. So, veggie burger, I had mozzarella sticks, I had fried ravioli, I had another veggie burger, I had french fries, I had potato chips. I had a lot of food. I couldn't even finish my french fries. I was just like, oh, I've eaten too much food. I was feeling nauseous. But, I didn't get much sleep last night. To be honest, those guys, each of them were up 3 times in the night to go to the bathroom. I'm like, holy crap, I didn't get up once. It comes with your age, I guess, when you're a guy. But 3 times in the night. And the springs on those bunk beds, squeakiest springs I've ever heard. You couldn't move without squeaking and squawking and making all kinds of noise. So, but we're all signed up. We got to the kiosk at just before 6 a.m. We were the first ones there. The day before, only 11 people signed up, and there's a maximum of 12 for the Birches. After that, they have to try to find other campgrounds for you. Either the Katahdin Stream campground or the Abol lean-to, I think it's called. That's that's like a mile away from the trail that goes up to Katahdin. So we felt pretty happy that things worked out the way we wanted. We got the bunkhouse. It's an easy 20-minute walk to the kiosk from there. We had to wait around for an hour, but after the 3 of us got there, 8 more people showed up. So there were 11 waiting at 7 a.m. when the ranger got there. So, by 7, it was almost full. 1 spot left for the Birches. Yesterday, all day, it only had 11 people. So you never know. You never know how many people are going to be signing up for the Birches. So we feel fortunate. It's a beautiful day. Going to go set up our tents and dry them out when we get there. And may or may not stay in a lean-to. I'll probably just stay in my tent. And we'll get the spiel from the ranger, and we'll pay our fee, and we'll get our permit, and get our day packs, hopefully, and have everything ready to go for tomorrow when we summit Katahdin. Exciting day. Something else I thought of. I just wanted to record it. Today's the 1-year anniversary of my dad's passing away. And it's the day I originally wanted to summit Katahdin. Would have been a beautiful day to do it too. I mean, it's spectacular. Tomorrow is not going to be as good. 40% chance of showers in the morning. But also said partly sunny. Good temperatures, good wind, meaning low wind. So, still be a good day. Won't be as good as today. But Mother Nature conspired against me, and boy, nothing I could do without really injuring myself and making myself just miserable. So it all worked out well. Crossword and tech support are on my pace, and we've all crossed paths with each other over the course of many weeks. In the case of Crossword, I first saw him back just before Delaware Water Gap when I was still in Pennsylvania. And I didn't see him for, almost 2 months. And then just randomly ran into him again. And he started the same place I did, but 6 days after me. So after Katahdin, he's going back to Rockfish Gap too, but he's going to wait longer than I am. He's going to wait 2 or 3 weeks to avoid the worst of the August heat. He'll probably go back down sometime after the Labor Day holiday, I'm guessing. So in September, so I'll be ahead of him, and he may or may not ever catch up to me, but so anyway, yeah, just about my dad's passing away. I thought it would be kind of, poetic if I summit Katahdin and bury some of his ashes on the anniversary of his death. But like I said, just nothing I could do. I was on target to do that, so that damn storm came along and just really screwed up a lot of people's plans. A lot of people had to, call friends and family and tell them I'm going to be a day later than I thought, or they had to reschedule flights and other travel arrangements they had made, and it was just one of those things you couldn't predict or plan for. So it'll be tomorrow. So it'll be 1 year and 1 day after my dad passed away that I'll be summoning Katahdin and burying some of his ashes up there. So it is what it is. It's fine. But it is nice to know that today would have been a perfect day to go up there. That my original plan would have been about as perfect as you can ask for. So I got that anyway. I have to say, today's hike is a very pleasurable experience. Not just because the trail is relatively easy, although it's not without rocks and roots, and there's been a few little climbs up a hillside and so on, but overall it's very easy hiking. It's pleasurable because, number one, it's only 9 miles, so I should be there by noon at the latest, even just taking a casual pace. But it's also enjoyable because I'm not in competition for shelter. I know I have a spot. There's 12 of us allowed at the Birches campsite, and I'm one of the 12. I'm number 2 on the list. So I'm in no rush to get there. Plenty of time to do things and relax. I could even take a nap this afternoon if I want. And the trail is very sparsely hiked. There's nobody coming the other way. There's nobody going to be coming out the way I'm going in. It's almost like being on your own little private trail, being a member of an exclusive club or something. You feel like, wow, there's just 12 of us hiking in. Although there could be more people. There could be people who are summiting today who are hiking in. And there could be people who are overflow in excess of 12. They have to place them at a different campground. So they could be coming up the trail to camp at a different campground. But not many. At most 15 to 20 people on this whole 9-mile length of trail. So it's very tranquil, very quiet, very easy hiking, not working up a sweat, barely breathing hard, just walking. You can see the trail behind me there. This section is real easy. There's, like I said, there's been some rocks and roots and a little bit of climbing up and climbing down the hillside, but in the grand scheme of the Appalachian Trail, this is an easy 9-mile stretch. Very few rocks and roots on some of the sections like the one I'm on right now. So it's just a very different feeling. Not having to say, oh, I gotta do 15 miles. I gotta do 17. I gotta do 20. I gotta do 22. 9 miles. And I have a spot. I'm not in competition with anyone. I'm just out here enjoying nature. It's quiet. Barely any birds chirping. Very few squirrels, chipmunks. It's just a very quiet, tranquil, peaceful place. And there was a roaring river back there. That's why I didn't shoot much video. Not of me talking anyway, because it would have been drowned out by the sound of the water crashing down the river. It was like whitewater rafting down there. All that water runoff still coming down the mountains from the storm back on Monday. 5 days ago. And the water's still finding its way down to the rivers. Anyway, I'm really enjoying this stretch. That's all I wanted to say. It's a very calm, kind of a zen feeling before the big hike tomorrow. 5 miles up Katahdin. That's gonna be some work. Okay, so there's the ranger station. Apparently they're only here certain hours. There's the sign for the Birches. That's where I'm going. They're only here a couple hours in the morning and like an hour or an hour and a half in the afternoon. So, and it's a little after 11. So I'm just going to go down to the Birches, set up my camp, and I don't know if they come down and talk to us or if we got to come all the way back here. It's only 0.2 of a mile, but jeez. Did they really need to abbreviate campground? So I'm here at the Birches campsite and there's no one else here yet. I'm the first one, which surprises me, but let me show you around a little bit. So there's the tent platform off to the right, and I got my tent set up to dry it out. Right there, I got some water boiling, and we have the 2 lean-tos, a fire ring with plenty of seating for 12, picnic table. Lean-tos are very, very small, these lean-tos, about 4 people each. A quick look inside. Pretty tiny, no frills. I am not sleeping in there. It's too small. It's convenient not having to pack up a tent, but I need to dry out my tent anyway, so I'll set up on the platform, and then if someone else wants to share the platform, I'll probably move over to a little dirt patch, so I'm not right next to somebody all night. So that's it. That's the Birches. That's all there is to it. There's a little privy down there at the entrance, but that's all there is to Birches.